Wij, denk ik. I've just been here for 3 weeks now.
3 weeks?
Yeah. Where are you from?
This.
Oh.
Good afternoon, thank you. I want to start by telling you a story.
Yeah, that's all.
It's not a very pleasant story, but I think it's important to know. And it's the story of Tim and Laura. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. The father of Tim and Laura is already awake, gazing outside through the window in the dark. Will they come today or not? And if they do, for whom will they come? Tim and Laura are still asleep, but he can see that his wife is already awake. Eyes wide open, she waits. She listens. Then car headlights cut through the twilight. The car stop, the doors slam. Wake up the children, he whispers to his wife. She gets out of bed, starts wakening the children. Laura wakes up immediately, but Tim turns around, covering his head with the blanket. Heavy footsteps are heard in the hallway, and Laura's heart is pounding. Then there's a short knock on the door, their door. Immediately the door is opened and 4 or 5 police officers barge into the room. Tim is startled, sitting right up in his bed, staring at the black and yellow uniforms. We have permission to take you away, the first officer says. 5 minutes to pack your belongings. Laura's mother starts crying and picks up Tim. Laura's father tries to talk to the officers, but his voice goes unheard because Tim starts to scream. Hurry up, one of the officers says to Laura. She knows that she has to get to her packed bag, which is underneath the bed. But her body is numb, unwilling to move, as paralyzed. There's a rumor in the hallway. The neighboring families are alerted by the noise. Laura can see her best friend standing there, but when she wants to walk up to her friend to say goodbye, she's pushed back by a police officer. 5 minutes later, the whole family is in a blinded van driving away. Laura's bag is still underneath the bed, in this room where she will never return. Now, this is not a far away, long ago story. It's happening right here in the Netherlands. And it could have happened last week. It might happen Monday, in 2 days. But the children's names are not Tim and Laura. If the children's names would have been Tim and Laura, we would have been outraged. The children's names are Majid, Anwar, Zora, Zishan. They are the children at the family locations. There are more than 1,000 children living together with their parents in so-called family locations here in the Netherlands, often for years, mostly in one single room. The threat of a police raid, as you've just heard in this story, is part of their daily lives. Weekly, 1 or more families are arrested by the border police just before dawn and then transferred to the family prison at Kamp Zeist, from where they will be deported. Deported to countries where their lives are in danger, such as Afghanistan, or to countries where the children do not feel at home anymore. Because the children have lived here for years. They went to school. They speak Dutch. They have Dutch friends and classmates. But still, according to the Dutch state, they have to go back. Because we have a return policy. Go back to your own country of origin if you don't have the right to stay here. That's the return policy. Now, what this return policy looks like in reality is what you've just heard in the story of Tim and Laura. In 1995, the Netherlands signed the UN Convention of the Rights of the Child. But children's rights are violated on a daily basis. both at the family locations as in the family prison. Hidden in this clean word return policy, we find experiences that are extremely traumatizing, resulting in irreversible damage to the development of children. These children have decided to step forward, to speak up, and to claim the protection of their rights. On May the 21st, 22nd and May the 28th, 29th, we will demonstrate at no less than 6 locations in the Netherlands. Now these children and their parents, they need your support. They need you to know what is going on at the family locations and in the family prison. So join the demonstration tour for the next coming 2 weekends. You can find more information on the website geenkindaandekant.nl, which is the name of the campaign, No Child to the Side. Nobody ever speaks about the family location. Hardly anything is known. There is this thick blanket of silence covering what is going on in the family locations. And we need you together to break this silence and claim the right for the children to grow up safe and secure, and the right to be a child. Thank you very much.